What's up, guys? Okay, I'm going to take you through a really cool video. We're going to talk about some serious topics when it comes to email marketing for your brand, your Shopify store, whatever you're doing currently. I think if you just have a personal brand, for example, you should be doing this anyhow. Email marketing, as we just mentioned. So I think I'm going to talk you through how we structure them, basic sort of email flows that you kind of need, and a little bit of theory behind why this is important and in the psychology of things. So let's jump right into it. With all that being said, I just wanted to show you what is the basic structure that I'm using, okay, to build a converting email flow for yourself. If you have your own small business or you're in e-commerce like me, you can use the exact same steps. I paid a few $1,000s just to attend a course through ClickFunnels in America to hopefully one day be able to use their platform, which is ClickFunnels. Amazing software. The problem is for us, when you convert it into South African shit rands, it's extremely expensive. So it wouldn't be viable. So I found ways to do it that either are free or very cheap, and using software that's international, that is, decent. They're not going to die tomorrow, so you're not going to have to go and find a new one when they crash and shit like that. I've basically built all of this stuff for my own businesses, and I'm doing it currently for my media business now as well. Because of the kickoff that we've had, I'm trying to find new business, and hopefully we can do the exact same. Nevertheless, I want to walk you through now the structure that we're using for the email flows and what you need to think about, okay? Because this is all the stuff that I learned in that course. They opened my eyes to how you should be doing this, and I actually just want to share this with you. You don't have to go and attend the course if you don't want to and spend the money that they ask. I'll just share it with you. I hope they don't mind. I think it's everyday information that should be out there anyhow, just maybe easier found, and maybe you'll like my channel and like me even more now. So maybe hit the like button and subscribe. Cool, let's get into the structure. Okay, so without getting too fancy about all of this, right? I actually had to go find my old journal in order, somewhere I had to go find it, because I wrote down some core learning experiences regarding things from the course, and I'll share some extra stuff that I got from another YouTuber, massive business person out there in this world today. You might know him as soon as I mention his name. Nevertheless, these are all right here in my journal. I'm going to share them with you now, but these are all fitting together. Okay, you can't have the one without the other, and without understanding the one, you don't understand the other. And how they mesh is also an understanding on its own. So the first thing I actually want to run through with you right now is from Alex Hormozi. Now, if you don't know Alex already, where the hell have you been? If you've got a small business, a hustle, or a big business, or whatever, what the hell have you been learning from, and who? Because Alex is one of the most profound ones on YouTube nowadays that is successful. He's successfully grown his channel. He's successfully made his brand really strong. He's just launched his new book. I mean, this oak is just amazing, and he teaches you the bare things that you actually need to know. You don't need to know all this other airy-fairy nonsense. He teaches you exactly what you need to know, and how to grow your business, how to build a business, and make it scale. I mean, there's nothing more that you can ask for. You just go straight to that guy. You don't even have to watch my video. But you know what? Just please watch it. I'm just going to share them with you right now. Nevertheless, so the first thing that I want to share from Alex Hormozi that I love and I keep with me in my journals. Here's my first journal. Well, one of my journals, old one, and here's my latest one. I rewrite them in every single damn journal because that's so important. And that is the 5 core business tenants. Okay, what are they? Okay, I write down this phrase or this analogy because he uses it every time he mentions the 5 core business tenants. And that is, remember, your business is like a garden, okay? You need to water this garden. You need to plant seeds in this garden. And without looking after it, nothing will grow, okay? So, core tenant number 1, how to generate leads consistently. How do you do that? Okay, do you have a way of creating it consistently? Like I showed you in a previous video, I used a cookbook, for example, for the one business to actually generate leads. Now I'm going to use some other lead magnet that I've developed that's going to help me generate leads for another business of mine, my media business. You just got to figure out a way to build a lead magnet, offer something to people for free, and then put ads behind it, shove some money in if you can, and then try and get their details. That's how you generate leads. You've got to figure out a way that works, or a couple of ways that work for your business specifically for you to consistently generate leads. Without leads, you have no sales. And if you double your leads, you basically double your business. It's as simple as that. Core tenant number 2. How do you nurture these clients or these leads? They're not clients yet, but they're leads. How do you nurture them? Okay, teaching them about your business, okay, is one way, and showing them past customers' testimonials. What did previous people say about working with you? Have you got testimonials? If you don't have testimonials, there's a big loophole in your business already. You can use that to generate new business, okay, and build trust. Core tenant number 3. How or what do you sell to these leads? What is your product? What is your service? What do you have to offer? Okay. This is now when you will actually eventually this is like a sequence, basically, if you want to think of it that way. It goes 1 to 3, 1 to 5 in steps. Okay. Obviously, because there's 5 core tenants, and you've got to follow those in a step-by-step format. Without doing that, you're basically not following the procedure, which means you're going to tell them what you have to sell before you actually generate leads, and it's just not going to work. You have to follow the procedure as is, step by step. 1 is generate leads. 2nd is how to nurture them. 3rd is show them or tell them, what do you have to sell? What is your product or service? Okay. And obviously you want to go into a little bit of more depth there, but I will talk about that now in the next piece. Core tenant number 4. How will you fulfill orders to customers? Okay. If they do buy, how are you going to fulfill the order? Now you've got to think about things like distribution and logistics, packaging, invoicing, orders, dispatching, all this admin stuff that come around a business's operations. How do you do this to fulfill the product or service to the customer in the most easy, frictionless form? Simple. Core tenant number 5, last one for the list. That is, how do you allow your customers to refer your business? Why would you have put that in at number 5? Number 5 is referrals. Okay, getting people to refer your business, which is word of mouth, and one of the most powerful forms of marketing. If you can actually understand and comprehend that, it exponentially grows your business if you do it right. There are only a few businesses out there that have actually nailed referrals and word of mouth to the T. Nevertheless, you want to give them a way. If they love your business and they really, really like what you have to offer, and you've helped them in some way, you want to sort of give them a way to refer the business, even if they do it for free. Alex always wants to incentivize people because he sort of works a way out that he understands what his customers are worth to him per purchase, basically. And then he wants to pay an affiliate or a referrer a finder's fee for finding a new customer because he knows how much it's worth to him. Okay. And you can do the same. You can do the exercise for yourself, but find a way to get people to refer your business. Okay. It's very important. I'm going to leave you with the last one. Okay, he calls it the 5 core business tenants, but I think he added the 6th step in later because it is very important. As you can see, I write it in every journal. This one looks prettier, but you can see this one's got a step 6. So step 6 is, how do you ascend existing customers to the next level? Now, what does he mean by that? Ascending means that you pitch them to ascend to your next best or next level offering. Okay, why would you want to do that? Because people will eventually have bought what you have. By step 5, people will probably have bought or referred or done everything that you've expected them to do. And then where do they go next? What is next in the queue for them? I mean, if you don't have anything in the queue for them, they're just going to fade away, and then you lose that customer. They're going to have been through the process with you, got the t-shirt, top of vibes. They're going to have said that, and then there's nothing left for you to offer them. The only way you can do that is ascending them, which means that you offer them the next best thing, which is the higher package type of style, which costs obviously a lot more for the customer, but they're ready for that next one. And when they're starting out with you, there's something also to look out for. That's the 5 core business tenants, and I've given you the 6th one, which I'm not sure if it's a business tenant of his, but you know what? Take it as it is. it works. Right, as I said, we had two things that we're going to mention in today's video that are actually going to be very, very cohesive. They're going to work with each other. If you don't know or understand both of these things and how they fix together and merge, you're not going to know how to do these things. As I said in the beginning of the video, right, you've got to have an understanding around how to build email flows, do lead generation, all that lovely stuff. Okay, what we're going to talk about now is what I'm basically talking about in my emails. Okay, when I'm sending out this flow to the people that are my leads, my new leads, what are we telling them? I mean, I said to you just now, there's about 10 emails. That's a shitload of emails, right? But what are we actually sharing with the people? What are we telling them? And that's what I want to share with you here. So I don't know, I think I got this from someone that ClickFunnels, Mr. Russell Brunson, has actually sat down in an interview with and discussed the best 6 questions for any new prospect. Okay, these 6 questions are typical questions that a prospect or a lead will ask about you or your business. What the hell are those questions? I'm going to get into that now. So these questions are actually step by step, how I've set it up, step by step, an email per question. Okay, and then I've gone and made content or creatives around that thing that I'm going to use inside the emails to send out, and then obviously it's going to go out in a regular fashion towards these new leads to teach them about my business, teach them about what we have to offer. Why do we think we're unique? What is it that we freaking do? How are we going to get these products to you? You know, all of this lovely type of stuff, the questions that any new person would have if they've just met you or your business. That's typical, isn't it? So, question number 1, who are we? Okay. Who are we is a typical question. Who are you type of thing. You know, when you just meet someone, you don't just walk up to him and say, listen, buy my shirt. You walk up to him and you say, how's it? My name is so-and-so. It's as simple as that. They're going to do a write-up in your first email or video or however you want to deliver it. I'm delivering it via text in an email. So I've typed up a little thing about who we are as a business, how we stumbled about in an overview. Okay. Number 2 is, where did you come from? People want to know where you come from. Did you come from America and then all of a sudden pitch up here and decide to make a business? Or is it vice versa? Or did you stumble across a certain thing that inevitably left you with the idea for the business, which is what I'm sharing in mine? How did my idea come about? Which is obviously certain things happened in my life that led to certain issues that I found solutions for, and that's how I came up with the ideas. Number 3 is, what do you do? So, number 3, what do you do, is obviously explaining what do you have to offer. Is it a product, a service, or both? And how do you offer this to the people? Not how. What do you have to offer? Which is obviously everything about what is it that you sell. A product, a service, the combination of it all. What is it that you have? Number 4 is obviously the how. How to sell. How do you do what you do? Okay, so that I tried to mix now in the previous one, but how do you do what you do? Which is simple. I mean, how do you fulfill what you have to offer? How do you go about it? What is it that you have, and then how do you do that? Okay. Number 5 is, who do you do it for? Why is this an important one? Number 5 and 6 is very important, because who do you do it for is obviously speaking directly to your audience. As I said, we collected nearly 600 and something leads for this cookbook, for example. Not everyone that is a lead in that list is going to be someone that we want as a customer, okay? Because they don't fit our demographics for our target audience, okay? It is what it is. We're going to have the outlier who's definitely going to buy, and they aren't the target audience, but that's just the way the wheel goes. It's pure luck, that one. But it's not always the case. You need to understand who's your target audience and who you're going to do things for. Who will love your product? Who will love your service? And then you specifically talk to that type of person. Number 6, as I said, is very important as well, which is, how can you do it for me? Right? Once the customer has gone through all of these 5 previous questions with you, and they get an understanding about you, your business, and what you have to offer and how you do it and so on, they're going to want to know how you can do it for them. Simple. How do you fulfill things for them? Now you make it a little bit more personal, trying to touch them in their own circumstance. Maybe you jump on a consulting call and you tell them how you're going to do it for them. but it will be as simple as just trying to make it more personal. Okay. Now, that's as simple as it is. I mean, I'll take my 2 journals here full of notes, and I've just jammed, a whole email system here that is ready to go. This email system will obviously be running to those 600 something leads over the next few days or weeks and trying to generate customers. That's the whole point of what we are doing this for. Without leads, we have no customers. Without new leads, without new leads, how do you get new customers? It's basically like trying to cold call a whole list of people, trying to find new customers. This is what we've done here now. Now we've got to warm them up. And once we've warmed them up, they might buy, some will fall off, some won't have money this month, they might have next month. So you're going to get those, anomalies. It's just what it is. But this is definitely basic structures. As you can see, this is the current style that is going to be running through. So as you can see, people come in, get that recipe book, they run in, download your book, and then we go down to who, the idea, what, and so on. We go right through to the end. Hopefully by the 10th email, they will know, like, and trust us so much that they buy the product. If not, maybe you're not the right audience, you're not part of our target audience, maybe it's not for you. It is what it is. They love the book, that's all that matters. That means they'll share it, which is also nice. It might then reach more people by word of mouth. Nevertheless, this is the video that I just wanted to share with you today. It's building a converting email flow for your leads that you've just generated. If you haven't seen the previous video where I built a quick little, simple lead gen machine in Facebook ads, check it out over here. It will help you out. It's very simple. Don't believe people that say it's complicated. It really isn't complicated. I think the video is about 10 minutes long, and you will learn how to do it yourself. And you can make it more complex as you start advancing your skills and knowledge about Facebook ads and lead gen. Nevertheless, this is for today's video. Hope you guys have a blast. Until the next one, peace.